What's up guys, Sharif here, natural bodybuilder, and in this video we're talking about how big can someone get naturally. Alright, it's a question that a lot of time as natural lifters we ask ourselves. We've been doing it for over 10 years and you're like, I'm not growing much anymore. How big can I get? How big can I still get? How much real quality muscle mass on can I still put on? And I'll discuss that in this video. I've been training for over 13 years and I've been to many gyms. I think I've met thousands of natural lifters and also enhanced lifters. So I kind of have an idea. I'll tell you guys my experience, what I believe. I came up with a little formula and you guys will tell me. I want you guys to go and comment and tell me what you think about this formula that I came up with. Is it realistic or not really? Alright, so before starting, I want to say that I've been training for around 14 years. I'm 5'7", so for people in Europe, that's 170 centimeters. And today I'm preparing for a bodybuilding competition, all right? So as you see, I'm a bit more on the leaner side. I'm 153 pounds, almost the lightest that I've ever been in my whole life. I mean, except when I was 18. I'm almost 30 years old. All right, so just to give you an idea, I'm 153 pounds at 170. Yeah, I just posted a short or reel on my YouTube just to show posing, just to show you guys what I look like. But just to give you a little idea, all right? So me at 153 pounds, which is around 70 kilos, all right? 70 kilos at 1 meter 70, you might be like, my goodness, you are so light, Sharif. You've been training for over 10 years and you're only 153 pounds. This is nothing. But you know what? There's a difference between being 170 or 200 pounds of muscles as opposed to being 200 pounds of fat, and mostly fat, all right? A lot of people bulking up, their weight on the scale goes up, but guys, yeah, you look big in a hoodie, but as soon as you take that hoodie off, nobody want to see what's under there, all right? So that's just the reality. It's not because your scale says that you're heavy that necessarily means you have muscle on it. That's why my formula that I will share with you applies only if you are, let's say, around 12% body fat. So I want you to be lean for that formula because that's the goal. The goal is not answering a question of how big can you get naturally with fat on, because I got up to 220 pounds, but that was not a good body. I was pretty fat. Yes, I was strong, I was heavy, the scale looked big, but people were looking at me 2 times when they would see me in hoodies. But in reality, most of it was fat, all right? So how big can you get by staying lean, by keeping it lean, keeping the waist tight, 12% body fat, a kind of a golden era physique naturally? This is what we will be discussing. So the formula that I came up with is taking your body height, so in centimeters, so 170 centimeters for me, you transform that into pounds, so it would be 170 pounds, and that would be your peak natty, the peak, as good as you can get at 12% body fat, full. What does full mean? Means that your muscles are full of muscle glycogen. Now my muscles are depleted. Alright, so I don't have a lot of carbs in my muscles. I'm trying to lean down, my carbs are low. When you don't eat enough carbs, your body drops a lot of water. Carbs hold on to water. Every gram of carbs hold on to 3 grams of water. So as soon as I'll carb up, I'll gain like 5, 6, 7, maybe 10 pounds super fast. Alright, so I might be 160 carved up on stage. Alright, but now I'm at 153, and I would believe the peak would be the same as your height in pound, carved up, full, at 12% body fat. So can you imagine? I still have, let's say, 15 pounds of muscles to add on. That would be pretty crazy. You might think that it's not much, but in reality, 15 pounds of real muscle tissue makes a huge difference. 5 pounds of muscle tissue, 2 pounds, as a matter of fact, makes a big difference, all right? I'll be lucky if I gain 2 pounds year by year. Every year, if I gain 2 pounds of muscle tissue, it will look good on the body, all right? You might think that just 2 pounds, but it will make a huge difference when it's real lean muscle tissue, not fat, lean muscle tissue, all right? So I would still have a good 15 pounds of muscle tissue to gain. I've been training for over 14 years, 13, 14, but can you imagine? I want to do this forever. I will do this forever. So I would say that in the next 10 years, I'll easily add on another 7, maybe 5, let's say 5 in the next 10 years, 5, 6, 7 pounds, all right? And the next 10 years after, of course, it slows down. Maybe I'll add on 4 pounds. But eventually, after 30 years in, hopefully I can reach that peak natty formula that I have of combining the same height and having the same height and the same body pound lean muscle tissue at 12% body fat. That would be the peak natty goal for me, and that would be really the peak natty formula in my opinion. When you see someone that is like 185 pounds lean at 5'5", so 168 centimeters, and they claim natural, I doubt it. That's how I can tell if someone is lying about their natty status or not. It's really by comparing their height, their weight, and their body fat percentage. All right, if they are a bit heavy, body fat is high, of course they can get to 200 naturally. But if their body fat percentage is very low and they are 15 pounds over their height, that looks a bit fishy. All right, so that's really how I can tell if someone is natural or is lying to you. And that's pretty much it. That's my formula. Same height, same body pound, 12% body fat, but that would be the peak. So I'm far from there, and I love giving myself that as a goal because it gives me a lot of room to still grow. All right, I never wanted to say that. I don't like to put limits in general. I don't like saying you can't get bigger than that, and there's no way if you're bigger than that then you're not natural. No, there's always possibilities, especially for people like me that make it all our life. Lifting, training, recovery, nutrition, we can always surpass those rules. And even as naturals, I really think that we can grow a very big body, a lot of muscle mass, especially when we're optimizing every single aspect of it. Are we gonna get Nick Walker or what is it called, Ronnie Coleman stage? No, but that's not what we're after, right? Because if that's what we'd be after, we wouldn't stay natural. That's pretty much it. That's for this video. Let me know what you guys think. I'm curious to know if someone else has formulas. That's really something I came up with. Some people told me when I shared it that they also thought the same thing. So let me know what you think. And don't forget to like, subscribe. We're almost at 5,000 subscribers. That's really thanks to you. Thanks to everyone commenting and liking and giving your 2 cents. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.